Everybody, Maxime Bernier is tweeting and he says, quote, "So a UN Apparatchik is telling us we have an obligation to repatriate Canadian ISIS killers because in Iraq, under the law, many foreign fighters can be sentenced to death. And why exactly should we care if these savages are executed there?" And he links to the Spencer Fernando article and tweet. And Spencer Fernando says, "The United Nations tried telling Canada to bring ISIS terrorists back into our country." And here's the article. So it's an interview with Miss Calmard. Miss Calmard started lecturing Canada, insanely claiming that we have some sort of legal obligation to bring Canadian ISIS fighters back into the country. Link is in the description. You should read the whole article, but I'll read you some of the most important parts. Here's a transcript from here's an excerpt from the transcript from the CBC interview. Quote, "Miss Calmard, why do you believe that Canada has a duty to bring these people home, those who fought alongside the Islamic State? I believe it has a legal obligation to do so if those foreign fighters are currently held in Syria by a non-state actor, in this case a Kurdish group. That group has currently no international legitimacy, and probably neither does it have the capacity to undertake a fair trial. That's one reason as to why those individuals should be sent back to Canada. As far as Iraq is concerned, if there are Canadian foreign fighters detained in Iraq, they are tried under Iraqi counterterrorism law. It is an extremely problematic law that has been denounced by myself and the UN as well. Under the law, many foreign fighters can be sentenced to death. It is a legal obligation placed upon Canada, ... and take note, they can put anything in that ... to take the necessary measures to ensure that its citizens do not confront or face death penalty. And frankly, the best way to do that in Iraq is to repatriate them for trial in Canada." Back to Spencer Fernando, he says, "So Calmard somehow claims that the Kurds have, quote, no international legitimacy, but an ISIS fighter has enough legitimacy to claim the right to come back to Canada? How does that make any sense?" Paraphrased. Also, why is Calmard worried about ISIS terrorists being executed? Candace Malcolm sums it up well on Twitter. Quote, "More proof the UN is worse than useless. They're evil. And the CBC is more than willing to cheerlead and push their disastrous recommendations." And that is absolutely 100% true. There's more insight and more stuff that Spencer says, and I won't spoil his ending. It's a nice one. So I'll let him do that. The censorship online is ridiculous, so I've started a forum. It's called CanadaPoly.com. We have a lot of people, and the conversations are really, really interesting. So please come and join us. You do have to register. You can donate as well. Cut down on the server costs. That would be wonderful. But don't feel like you have to. Okay, back to the next article. I thought this was just jaw-dropping. This was published just a few hours ago, and I was like, wow, what's going to happen next in this twisting, turning ride with China? So the Globe and Mail is reporting, quote, "Chinese envoy accuses Canada of white supremacy for demanding release of Canadians." Quote, "Chinese ambassador Liu She has accused Canada of applying a double standard and has decried what he sees as, quote, Western egotism and white supremacy in the treatment of detained Huawei executive Meng Wanzhou." Hold on a second. I've got a quick reaction GIF lined up here. White supremacy? Whew. Oh, okay. All right. Back to the article. Let's see what else they have to say. China's envoy to Canada penned an angry January 9th column in the Hill Times, a twice weekly Ottawa publication that focuses on parliamentary affairs, in which he lashes out at Canada for demanding the release of 2 jailed Canadians while detaining Miss Meng. It's understandable that these Canadians are concerned about their own citizens, but have they shown any concern or sympathy for Miss Meng after she was illegally detained and deprived of freedom? Miss Liu wrote. Skipping down a bit, she says, Miss Liu says Canada has one standard for its citizens while applying another to Miss Meng. Quote, "It seems that to some people, only Canadian citizens should be treated in a humanitarian manner and their freedoms deemed valuable, while Chinese people do not deserve that," he wrote. "The reason why some people are used to arrogantly adopting double standards is due to Western egotism and white supremacy." Oh, hold on. I've got another one. Yeah. What? No, she was detained because of an extradition treaty and because the United States requested her to be detained and extradited to the United States. And I think that Justin Trudeau and Ms. Freeland have said rule of law 100 million times, and they've held their breath and they've licky stamped it. Black ball beats it all. It's rule of law, guys. It's not political, right? So anyway, I just thought this was incredible. Here's a very professional breakdown of where I think we are in the road to relations with China. And this is care of Paul Rudd. Here it is. Okay, that's the end. This is, oh, right. This is the beginning. This is the beginning. This is where we're at. This is right there. Yep. So this is Canada's relations with China in GIF form, thanks to Paul Rudd. Okay, that was immature, maybe. But calling Canadians white supremacists for the arrest of Miss Wang Zhou, or Meng, or however she likes to be addressed, I'm not sure, is just absolutely crazy. Just crazy. And this is international diplomacy, everybody. This is not high school politics. This is international diplomacy calling white supremacist on an entire country. Yeah. Thanks, Tom Cruise from Edge of Tomorrow. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Quick video tonight. Check out the People's Party of Canada. I feel like we need the adults back in the room, not this middle school group of teenagers fawning over Trudeau's hair and socks. We need people who understand what's going on, not Miss Freeland. Check out the People's Party of Canada. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks for watching.